Hello everyone, welcome to another Unranked Master where I'll be playing Hwei up against Katarina, which is actually a very good matchup for Hwei. It's pretty nice that I managed to get that. I'll quickly show you guys the OPTG. Actually, wait, are we fighting? No, we're not. Yeah, I'll show you the OPTG. So again, kind of around the mid to high emerald. Looks like there could be a couple other smurfs in this game, but they could just have like a small amount of games. So let's see. I think Hwei versus Katarina, like I said, very good matchup. You can save your E defensively, and that means whenever she goes on you, as long as you hit that EQ, it's going to be good for you. If you miss that, it can be pretty bad, but I mean, yeah, we'll probably hit that. And also, Hwei in general is just a very, very strong lane bully. So champs that are kind of weak in lane like Katarina, you can generally take advantage of. We'll see if she ends up going for D-Shield. Like, if she has D-Shield second wind and TP, it can be a lot harder to push out of lane. But that does mean she's given up stuff for it, right? It means she doesn't have Ignite. It means she doesn't have the same snowballing potential, which is good for her. So let's come into lane, start this slow pushing. She did take D-Shield, so she's probably going to be too hard to kill. But what we can do is just slowly kind of push her out of lane. So we're just going to start Q, zone her off the wave a little bit, get a little bit of damage on her, and that'll be good. The wave's slow pushing to her, which is good for us. We want to be able to harass her in the tower. We know that the enemy jungler started bot side, so that means that as long as we place our ward on the bot side, we should be safe from any sort of gank pressure or anything. That means going for a 3-wave crash here should be completely fine. Should be able to get an airy auto here. Yep, good. Adds up to a lot of additional damage if you can get those in. So I want to make sure that this pushes, but doesn't push too fast. Like, ideally, we don't 2-wave crash and we just go for the 3-wave. And I might even take W level 2 here, and that's just so I can walk at her with my auto attacks. And it's also quite nice to get some of the mana back. Yeah, doing a good job. So here, this third wave is pretty much guaranteed to now, or the second wave is guaranteed not to crash, which means we can start pushing this one fast. Now we do want to quickly come drop a ward topside. That means that if the enemy jungler does gank from topside, that we're going to be safe. And as long as we hug to that, we're also safe from any gank from bot-side. So we want to try get this wave under her tower, and then in a position to where we can harass. As you can see, Wukong goes for a 3-camp mid, which forces us away. This is actually quite annoying. It does mean that I'm going to give up a little bit of XP. Yeah, because I'm going to miss the cannon. But you're kind of hoping, I guess, that like what Wukong lost by crossing there is worth what you lost. But it is kind of annoying for me, right? Like, I lost the cannon, which is frustrating. Oh well. So I'm trying to do my best to zone Katarina here. It's unfortunate that I didn't manage to get that wave under tower, because that would have been a really good opportunity to harass her. But again, juggled it. Much we can do. But we will try and crash this, because we don't want to be pushed up in the wave forever. That being said, we do kind of want to keep control over the wave. Like, normally versus assassins, you don't want to be pushed too far up, right? Because you don't want them to be able to run you down the lane. But you also don't want to give them too much priority, because you don't want to allow them to roam. Now, most assassins cannot roam in the early game, because they're just too weak until they hit 6. Katarina, though, is not like that. Katarina actually is strong, even this early in the game. So that means if we can maintain priority over mid, I'm just trying to watch this fight. If we can maintain priority over mid, that is ideal. But you wouldn't want to do it at cost of dying, you know? Like, if you were too weak in your 1v1 matchup, or you, I don't know, you lost flash or something early, like, you probably wouldn't want to do that. Now, I did manage to get overall a pretty good trade here. That being said, remember she has a ton of sustain. So we'll have to be a little careful, maybe, of getting ganked as she heals up. I'm just going to drop my ward back on bot side now, because it's, you know, he won't be there yet, but he will be there eventually. So we just want to make sure, again, that we'll be safe on that side. Might be able to look for a kill on Katarina if she gets too aggressive on this wave. I do want to make sure I save E, especially because I am pushing pretty far up on the wave, so that is going to make me vulnerable. And if you're Katarina in this situation, you know, you're really just waiting for me to use a cooldown. Now, something important happened here is my jungler just made a play bot, right? So that means right now, it's either mid or top that's vulnerable. Top's pretty low under his tower, so it's like more likely top, if anything. But also, I'm pretty pushed up, and they have a snowballing mid assassin, right? So they might want to come mid. So I just want to make sure that I'm not gankable during this time. So that means I'm just going to run to my vision. You can see I was hugging to bot side, and again, I'm going to be safe. So you can see I'm kind of aware of the fact that, like, that's a common gank timing. When your jungler ganks another lane, it's a really good time for them to gank, because there's no counter gank coming. But I knew as long as I hugged to my ward that I wasn't really going to be in any danger. And Hwei, actually, despite being in a mobile mid, is actually, like, one of the better, like, mobile mids at actually, you know, avoiding that. Now, I'm going to stand on the dagger and just try and bait her. I think I should be able to get a kill here unless she flashes. Okay, I think even if she flashes. Yeah, so there, I kind of knew I was stronger and I could force a kill. So what I'm going to quickly do is just pull this wave into the bush, and then I'm going to look for a reset. And that's just going to give me that frozen wave that I can TP freeze into. Now, if she's really bold, she might like immediately run here, try to cancel me. I think I get it off in time. I didn't actually have vision of that pocket. Like, maybe she could have. What do I buy here? I think I do want a tier. Yeah, I think tier is pretty good on this champ. Now, I will say that I am recording this on 14.9. By the time you guys see this, it should be well into 14.10. And I think on 14.10, it's possible that the buff Ludens or even that Deathfire is better. But at least as of recording this, it's better to go for this. I'm just going to spam ping because I don't know where Katarina went from mid. So hopefully no one dies to this roam. And the best thing we can do is just push mid and make Katarina respawn back mid again. Just shove this. Oh, I missed to do this. Shove this in. Now, to be careful here, because I don't have any vision and I also don't have flash. So I do need to be a little careful of like how much I harass this guy under tower. So as you can see, I'm just like trying to hug to my jungler. I'm trying not to walk too far up in the wave because I know I'm kind of vulnerable. I do have my ward in 10 seconds. I also know that Wukong was bot, so I think as long as I hug topside, I should be safe. But you can kind of see like Katarina, I think she kind of wants to get aggro here. So I'm just playing like a little safe. I'm not sure if she thinks I'm respecting her or not. But anyway, like now that I have this vision, I should be able to hug topside and be safe from anything. And because I have level and item advantage, I should have no issues whatsoever looking to force trades on it. It's pretty hard to lane against Hwei, to be honest. Champ's very, very strong in lane, especially if he ends up accelerating. Now, Katarina might roam across to this. I'm just going to come here early and again try and match the roam. So should be able to get him out. Just fear him away. Okay, looks like he's just dipping. That's good. Like, if we can ever slow down the Katarina snowball, either by matching her roams or anything, we should. You do need to be careful, though. Like, chasing Katarina into the river is probably a bad idea. But there, you know, like, I had a lot of vision and my jungler was strong. So I kind of felt safe doing it. So what now? Okay, Wukong's bot. Now, I could run to this. Yeah, it doesn't seem that great. I'm probably just going to shove this under tower again and try and harass her. I do have the vision, so I feel pretty safe. I could also make a play with Wukong, or with Udyr. Or maybe I gank this guy? No, he's dead. Okay, so we should, at the moment, be safe to just harass on the tower. Again, as long as you hold E, you don't really have anything to fear from Cat. You know, unless, like, a jungler comes or something. So, you should be fine. You can see there, just by pressuring her under tower, I actually made her miss a lot of CS. That's something people forget sometimes, is that just pressuring with your movement alone is actually pretty pressuring. Like, I was kind of tethering her back and forth. You know, like, doing my best to just make her life difficult, right? Like, make her a bit stressed. Try and, yeah, stop her from getting all the CS for free. Here she might go on me. I'm just going to combo her with absolutely everything, and I think I win this. Okay, actually going to have to pull one. Okay. That surprised me. I think I wasn't as strong there as I thought I was, because I did invest a lot into non-combat stats, so I bought, like, tier and boots. Boots could maybe be a mistake, because, again, it doesn't provide any, like, relevant combat stat against the Katarina. Like, you know, movement speed in a skill shot matchup is very important. Against Katarina here, though, I think it would have been better just to go AP. So I end up dying there. I end up dying to the jungler, but I think the main mistake was actually that I just overestimated my damage. I thought I did a lot more damage than I did. And maybe I should have gone, you know, arguably for a stronger early game page. Because, like, the thing with tier, obviously, is, like, I think even though Ceres is a better item, like, clearly you're a lot weaker on the way there. So that's a pretty big misplay by me. You know, that Wukong goes from being 0-0 to now being 3-0. And I would say a lot of that was because of my death mid, right? Like, potentially, if I was still alive, he would have to be coming to, like, relieve the pressure onto the Katarina or something, right? So, for now, we're going to have to be a little safer because I did make that mistake and now I don't have flash. But I think I should be okay. It's possible that Katarina goes for a roam. Right now, it can only be top, though, because top is the only gankable lane. So I'm just going to ping that Katarina maybe top. And I think if we can... Again, just shove and try... Let's try bring Katarina back mid. Okay, so Katarina shows top. Now, this is a pretty random roam by her because top actually doesn't look that gankable. Well, saying that, he just dived under the enemy tower. So, like, maybe. So he's going to die. Now, we might be able to kill her after. Actually, no, I should just hit. I was going to say, we might be able to kill her if she tries to rotate back mid. But honestly, I should probably have just been hitting mid the whole time. And I could have gotten... I'm still going to get the plate, but I could have gotten a little bit more. There's not much we can do about that, right? Like, we pinged that, you know, well in advance, and unfortunately still dies to it. So, nothing we can really do. But anyway, we'll keep shoving this in. It's not like Katarina didn't lose stuff for that, right? Actually, she lost a lot for that. She lost, like, a wave, a plate, and maybe, like, a lot of another wave. Just gonna set up some vision for myself again before I go and pressure this tower. Now, Katarina's ult, I think, should still be down for just a little bit here, so she doesn't actually have that much pressure on. Gonna look for autos. Okay, this guy comes mid. Again, making sure I'm hugging to my vision, right? You can see how if I was hugging the middle there as opposed to hugging that top pocket, I probably would have died. But my good hugging has actually saved me a lot of times. And that's something you gotta be super aware of, right? Like if you, it is a hell of a lot easier to just play a mid with a dash if you're into like an assassin plus ganking jungle combo. But if you are playing in a mobile mage, the way you're going to deal with it is good warding and hugging, and that's going to keep you alive. Because honestly, like with the amount of times Wukong's been mid, I probably could have like 4 deaths or so by now if you weren't like hugging or warding correctly. That's definitely something you want to look at this game. Now I do want to get aggro again here. Just bear in mind that Udyr is doing the grubs, so it's kind of like the same thing as before, where like if Udyr was making a play bot, that's like a time for you to play safe, right? Because like there's no counter gank, especially once they finish them and then they get like the global announcement. So that's like, again, you want to be kind of careful. Katarina is kind of low. I would like to take this plate. Do need to be a little careful because I still don't have flash. So what I'll probably do is just shove this in, and if possible, let the creeps do most of the work for me. Like, you know, just try and stick around so I can get the gold, but ultimately, you know, kind of let the creeps get it for me. Especially now, like, Udyr's in base, it's kind of scary to play aggro. I think I'm just going to walk up and try tap this tower once, and then I'm probably just going to walk away. Okay, so actually, Wukong shows top. So for now, we're going to be safe. I think we can get a kill here. Okay, so she flashed, that's all good. Got the Katarina flash, and again, we can look to just keep taking more, especially because we know that the Wukong is top. Oh my god. Sarah the goat! I think she was shopping. Oh my god, what a beast. Okay, so that means we get another plate, and now we're extremely ahead in the 1v1, right? So I've managed to take 3 plates, I've denied so many waves to this guy, and I have so much money. I might actually stay 1 more wave, just because I think I can make her lose even more. Do want to be a little careful here, though, because you don't want to end up off the map when Katarina has a window to roam. So what I'm probably going to do here is I'm just going to shove. I'm being ultra greedy. I'm going to take 1 more plate. Never mind, we're not taking that plate. I'm just going to run out of here. It should be fine. Do I get the gold? I actually do. Okay, nice. I'm going to hit that. Oh, Katarina TP bot. Okay, so that means I probably need to instantly base and potentially TP to this bot plate. We'll have a look. I'm just going to reset and then try look at this. Okay, so it's by Archangel, Sork, watching this with TP. Yeah, I think I'm going to TP behind. I might have been... Maybe I should have preemptively TP'd. Like, I knew this was happening, and maybe I could have preemptively TP'd to make it... You know, maybe I should have just instantly TP'd. What I was hoping was that they would overextend, and then I could kill them. But instead it went pretty horribly. Now I should be fine here. I think I can just spear this guy and walk out. But Katarina getting all those kills is pretty bad, right? Because she was miles behind. Like, she was getting absolutely demolished. Now she finds her way back in the game. I will say recently I've actually been banning Katarina on my main account for this very reason, right? Because you can absolutely demolish her in lane, and then she just like randomly gets a bunch of kills. And I find that she's like even more volatile than like a champ like Fizz. Like Katarina really is like the premier lose lane, win game sort of champ, I feel like. So I'm going to take this tower. Unfortunately, it's not the first tower. But I walk bot here? I think I will. So I get the mid tower, and then I'm just going to sprint bot, and hopefully we can clean up some kills. Okay, this is pretty good. Yo, leave that. I want to come. Okay, anyway, can we do a dive here? I think the answer is yes. I can get vision of them, maybe. Maybe snipe one. Okay, we managed to get one. We just need to play this slow. We don't need to play it fast at all. I'm just gonna throw a trap. Okay, that guy should be dead. Nice, we get another snipe there. Pretty good. So again, I use that mid prior and come down. And something here, by the way, that's kind of important is like, see how I'm rotating with mid priority, right? Like I pushed the wave into the enemy's tower. I suppose this time I didn't. Well, I'd already like taken the tower. I could have pushed one more if I wanted. But generally, like I'm pushing the wave into the enemy tower and then I'm roaming. And that's better than just like roaming without priority. Because like you can see that even though the roams have worked out for Katarina, she's actually pretty far behind just because like she's lost so much plate gold. And I think I don't actually have anything left for this guy. Okay, she ends up dying. For this cat too. Okay, yeah, I'm insanely fed. Yeah, basically as I was saying, like Katarina has taken all these coin flip roams. And actually Katarina's gotten pretty lucky, right? Like a lot of these roams have worked out for her. But because these are kind of like, because she's roaming at bad times, they're not even that good for her, right? Like I've managed to punish her a huge amount. I'm up 50 CS. I've taken 5 plates in a tower mid. And like, honestly, even though she's really fed, I would say like the game is sort of over for her. Like I think the game might not be over in the sense of like, you know, Yorick might be able to carry, but Katarina's not going to be much of a factor unless, you know, like Kat normally does, she finds random kills. But the game should be over for her, is what I'm saying. And it's mainly because of those, like, random roams. Damn. I wonder if he had vision or if he's just, it might be a genius. So I do want to swap with Twitch. Yeah, I do want to swap with Twitch. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that away from him. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have taken that away from him. Hopefully he can get the cannon. I'll go bot. So the thing is here, I have a shit ton of gold. I could reset now, but I think I'm going to try... Ooh. Okay, actually I am going to reset now. I was going to say I'll try push out bot wave and then reset. The problem is I can't go bot wave now, because if I go down here, the Katarina and Wukong will just move from mid to bot. So I'm just going to recall. I'm just going to grab a Horizon Focus because it's a good second item on Hwei, and obviously I have the gold for it, so I'll just go for it now. Now, quickly, I'm going to path mid out of base before I go bot. That's because, again, this is a bit dangerous to go down here when they can easily move into the bot river. So I'm around mid, and we should not really have anything to fear. Yeah, it's very hard to play Katarina into Hwei's era, unless you get really, really fed. So that's good. Like, we got the picks, and we know they're all topside because they took the Herald, which means we can just go bot here and finish shoving in this wave the rest of them. Now, I do have TP if they fight, but I really would like to shove in this bot wave. I'll have a look though. Like, if it does end up being like a full-blown fight, I will probably TP. That being said, there's no real TP ward. Oh, okay, that's annoying. Oh, I'm gonna lose a lot of health here. Okay, so Yorick actually insta-resets a bot, which means, yeah, I'm gonna have to verse Yorick in the side lane. That's pretty rough. I mean, I definitely lose to this guy. Hopefully I can wave clear enough that he can't, like, get anything done. Wow, that was ambitious. Just pop Ghost immediately. I don't think so, buddy. If he does that again, or like if he gets too far up and I hit a fear, I think I can definitely kill him. Like, I think if I do connect my fear onto him, I have enough damage to probably one-shot him. But yeah, I think if he hits me with E and stuff, or which one is it? I think it's a Z. Yeah, it must be a Z. I can take a lot of damage. So for now, just need to be careful, right? I'm hard weak-sided. I have no vision bot. My jungler's top. We're kind of hoping that we're getting stuff in the top side, and for now, I'm pretty much just chilling, right? Like, I can't really do anything. My only job here is not to die, because I'm hard weak-sided, right? So that means that my jungler is top, their jungler could be bot, and we don't have vision. Now that Udyr is coming bot, it's time for me to play aggro. Now, if possible, wait for people to show mid before you walk up, just in case they're, like, cheesing you somewhere, because that is possible if you walk up a bit too early. Now it's Yorick's turn to be careful, right? Like, now Yorick is weak-sided. My jungler is down here, potentially looking for a play, and this guy is still trying to pressure, which is, like, a mistake. So, should be able to kill this guy here. Hopefully. I do have Twitch around. Okay, I'm just gonna flash away. Got the fear on her there. Nice. So the Katarina TP done died. I'm just gonna reset here because I have a lot of gold. I'm probably gonna reset and TP mid. Actually, if I can save my TP, it'll be good because the TP allows you to side lane. So let's have a look. I think Udyr's got that. I'll probably just save my TP for now and end up walking. I could TP flank, but Hwei's not a great TP flanker. I'll probably just... Actually, I might need to walk bot. That should be fine. And in the meantime, Darius is getting stuff top. So the punishment for Katarina dying is that there's one lane open, which Darius is doing a good job of, you know, taking as much gold as he can in that lane. So I'm just gonna come out to bot side here. I think Yorick probably reset. Don't know for sure. But it's most likely. And I see Wukong also looking for a reset, so that means I can probably shove this wave more. If I didn't have confirmation on where Wukong was, I probably wouldn't shove this next wave, right? Because it'd be pretty greedy with no vision. But I think because I see the Wukong, it's completely fine for me to do that. If I'm quick, I might be able to get this blue before it disappears. Have a look. 9 times cat. Oh, that feels bad. I think Hwei is one of Katarina's worst matchups, so it's hard for her. Now, which is pinging top? Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, maybe I need to go there, but it looks like Darius will. So for now, just a lot of side laning. If I can, I want to get deeper vision. The only problem is I don't have a pink. And all I have is the yellow ward, and it's still not up. So that means I can't really push in that deep yet, just because I won't ever be able to get really good control. But what I can do is I can just, you know, shove this wave from back here, and then I can kind of just collapse mid, because I don't feel confident pushing, right? Like Udyr topside, no vision bot side. So I'll just come and group mid. If you had more vision, or if your jungler were bot, you would probably shove this next wave. But I don't have those, right? So instead, I'm just going to collapse. And a lot of this, you know, it's not even worth thinking about what your jungler should be doing. The only thing worth thinking about is like what your jungler is doing, you know? This is, I think, something that people kind of get wrong a lot of the time. It says should be able to... I mean, he's just... gonna say, like, you know, one thing that I think people kind of get hung up on, you know, is like, okay, well, in Challenger or whatever, like, your jungler might be hovering you there, right? And that might be true. I honestly don't know if that would be true. Like, he could be there. I'm not really sure. The ultimate... Or I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't actually matter, you know? Like... if he is there, I will make use of him, and if he's not there, I will play accordingly, right? That's like really all there is to it. And that's why like sometimes people ask me, like, what's the biggest like difference between elos? And like, I mean, it's honestly like a topic for a longer video, but I think a lot of it just doesn't matter. You know, like people say, how do you carry X elo? You know, how do you carry Emerald versus like carrying Diamond or whatever? And it's all the same. You just play to, like, you know, you just play the game normally, and you should win if you play properly. I know it's like the dumbest advice ever, but you see what I'm saying? Like, the fundamentals are the same, no matter the elo. It's just like the things that are happening around you might change. So they just two-man Baron. I actually forgot Yorick could do that. That's kind of annoying. I forgot Yorick could do that. But anyway, now should I TP mid and save this guy? Probably not. Yeah, we don't. Well, that's going to definitely slow down this game a little bit, because they just got a random Baron. But I don't think it actually changes anything unless they get a heap of gold with it. I'd be surprised though, because it's super, super strong. So let's continue shoving. I do have a lot of gold, so I probably will look to reset. That being said, I think they're all topside right now. We might actually get a free bot tower. Okay, here comes Lucian. Guy needs to be very careful. Okay, gotta be a little careful here as well. I might actually just throw ult defensively. We'll see. Okay, not quite. So I think I'll probably just reset. That being said, I could greed another 500 gold. And by 500 gold, that could be a Lucian kill. Okay, that guy's dead. That's my death cap gold, fortunately. Yeah, that was a little greedy maybe, because like, you know, if that bush were warded, like I probably would have died and given a huge bounty. That being said, I thought there was like basically no chance that that bush could be warded, because remember they had all been making plays topside, like they got the Baron top. So it's pretty unlikely that they'd ever have any wards there. But okay, like I've got my death cap now. I'm insanely strong. Like death cap at 22 minutes is pretty good. And how much AP do I have? Yeah, 600. That's really, really nice. I'll quickly come mid. I do an incredible amount of damage at this point. And what are we looking for? I think I'll go bot. I do have TPs, so I just kind of want to be the one that keeps clearing these waves. I do need to be maybe a little careful of face checking. I feel like Wukong is down here somewhere. Just check this bush, and then I will go... Yeah, I'm just gonna go... Okay, so hopefully I'm alone, and that there's no, like, Yorick or Wukong. Yeah, okay, that's kind of what I thought. I think I'll be okay, though. Like, the Katarina is pretty low, and I do have some people next to me, so it looks like it'll actually be fine. Dude, wait, the Hwei Zerath combo goes kind of crazy. Oh, that guy's dead. This guy's my next victim. So I'll just keep poking this guy down. Like, he's gonna die, hopefully. Right, okay, cool. So, what's going on top in the meantime? Do I actually need to reset and help him? Maybe. Oh, I mean, this is so close. I think I shove one more and then I go top and help him, maybe? I'm not sure. Like, we'd like to get a lot done. Playing against Fed split pushes is so annoying. It's actually the worst thing about League of Legends. While I'm here, I think I will come and take these Krugs, just because there's not really anything else to do. Like, I can't really hit the enemy towers with them all respawning, but I can just come and take Krugs in the meantime. So what will I buy now? Probably Medjai's. You know, the move speed's actually really good, and I already have all my core items, so I shouldn't really be... You know, even if I lose my Medjai's at this point, it's not the end of the world. If you lose your Medjai's before you complete your core items, you're in trouble. But if you lose them afterwards, it's not the end. So I'll come down here. And I could do this blue, I suppose. Not really much else for me to do. Yeah, everyone's topside at the moment, so I think this is probably just going to be a blue buff. Yeah, I mean, for now, the game's going kind of slow, and the main reason for that is, you know, we gave that Baron. So that just means we're kind of like stuck here farming and doing random stuff for a while. Probably better if I WW myself doing this, by the way, just so I don't lose so much health. Don't really care about the mana sustain. So anyway, let's clear this. Now, I can go bot. I don't think anyone's bot right now. I'll probably start walking down there. We do need to be careful, though, because Yorick will deploy bot. Like, he's only just spawning now, but because Cat's top, Yorick's almost definitely coming bot eventually. Now, do I TP counter top? A bit scared to TP in, like it's a 1v3. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a good TP. Especially because, like, my jungler was bot side, so it just didn't really look that good. That's unfortunate. But we can play for this next drag, and if Yorick's bot, that'd actually make it easier, because then he wouldn't be in a pressuring position to, like, split our top tower. Like, because this means, because he's splitting on the side of the objective, it's much easier for us to deal with him. Whereas, like, if he's splitting top here, you know, if he's pushing our top inhib while we're trying to do drag, that would be really, really annoying. And they might actually have vision down here somewhere, so I do need to be a little careful. Could have even sniped this red away, but I think he'll just smite it. Hopefully someone face checks this bush, and then we can one-shot them. Okay, I might just sit here and, like, wait for someone to come. Like, getting priority on this bot wave would be good, but I think if I can just, like, get a random kill, yeah, like this, like, that feels better, I think, overall. It's probably the safer play to push out bot, you know, because, like, pushing bot for prio is never going to be bad. Also, did he just proc? Yeah, he did. I just saw the little Braum. What was that? I guess it was his Solstice Slay. I was like, what the hell? What was that? He kind of gave away Yorick there. I thought Yorick might have backed away, but he's actually just already in there. Okay, nice. Got another snipe there. Okay, so Katarina probably doesn't know this bush is warded. And I'm going to come in here and just spear, and then I think she's just dead. Okay, she flashed. I can probably snipe her if Xerath can't. That's so sad. I'm sorry, Katarina. Alright, so what now? Probably reset and yeah, get the Baron most likely. Like, I have a lot of gold here. What could I buy at this point? I could buy Zhonya's or something if I'm ultra scared. I honestly think what I'll do is I'm going to buy a rod, and then I have a lot of options. Actually, do I want that? I think it might be better to buy this. Yeah, so I'm going to buy the Seekers. I was going to say buy a rod and have options, but I think because I have a 700 gold bounty, because I have almost 25 Magi stacks, it's probably better just to buy defensively just to protect it. Something I always say is, like, if you can buy defensives, you know, to protect your bounties, that's pretty good. After you die, though, you know, like, if I had no bounty here and no Magi's, I'd probably just itemize aggressively. I'd probably just go for, like, a Crippler or something. But anyway, we should try and start this early before Yorick gets set up in this push. That would be best. So, yeah, let's just hit this. Should be able to get it. I might just come here and chunk out Yorick. Are they actually going to come? I think they are, but it's pretty difficult. See if we can get fear on Yorick. No, not quite. Just getting stolen. Is it? I thought so. Maybe I could have kept them further away there with my ulti. Bit of Zhonya. My Zhonya's I probably could have used a bit earlier just to conserve a bit more health. Should I reset here? I think the answer is reset E somewhere, maybe? Oh. That's unlucky. I think we could actually probably end here. Although they got the Baron. Like, can we end? I think... Second. Maybe not. This might have been a bad TP. That being said, like, we have 5 alive. I think we can end, actually, if we just push it. Let's give it a shot. If you want the safe play, you probably just take an inhib and back off. But I do think we have enough DPS to end up actually finishing this game. Yeah, it looks pretty... We've got the 6 grubs as well. So we're going to get this. And that's going to be GG. So what things do you take away from this video? I think it was a really, really good game for learning about playing around, like, vision. And, you know, hugging to your wards, making sure you're playing to, like, the correct side and stuff. I think all those sort of things were, yeah, really, really important in this game. What else will you take away? I'm not really sure. Like, I honestly think most of this game did come down to me stopping Katarina from snowballing. By avoiding, you know, all those ganks and stuff. I did die to one gank, but I think it was more actually a 1v1 misplay. You know, like, I think I overestimated my damage. I guess the other thing would be careful doing what Katarina's doing, where you're just, like, running around the map without, like, pushing the lane mid at all. Like, if you can, you know, get your jungler to come mid, push out the wave, and then you gank aside, like, that's good. Or if you can get a lead 1v1 and then, you know, go to another lane, that's good too. You know, I'm not saying, like, never roam without having, you know, I'm not saying never roam if your wave isn't pushed, right? Because sometimes you do want to roam even if your wave isn't pushed. But it has to be super worth it, because you can see if your opponent punishes you properly, you're going to lose a lot for it. So that's going to be the end of this one. You can see the damage was pretty nutty. That brings us to 16 and 2. I'm in gold 2 with around emerald 1 MMR at the moment. Now, this is the last game of the split for me, because you can see it ends in 3 hours. So you guys will probably be seeing this well into the next split anyway. But basically, I'll just kind of leave the account here, and then I will keep playing on it as the split resets. And I will see where we start. You're right, we'll have to play our 5 provisionals again. And we'll probably end up higher ranked than where we were anyway. You know, currently we're gold 2. But we will eventually make it to master. So anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, go and like, subscribe. Any questions, of course, leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, don't forget to... yeah, did I say like and subscribe? I think I did. Like and subscribe again. I'll see you in the next one.